What's up, everybody? And today we are reacting to the Halo Infinite multiplayer overview. They showed a little bit of multiplayer at E3 during the presentation. You can go back and watch that. That is the Bethesda Xbox presentation that we reacted to. But this is apparently a just shy of 13-minute overview of the multiplayer for Halo. I used to be obsessed with the multiplayer in Halo. Shout out to my old friends who used to live on the same street as me, Nathan, Ross, a few other lads as well, like Ross's brother Scott and Leonard. We used to all sit around the TV, split screen, and play Halo 1 and Halo 2. And we were obsessed with it. We'd be sat there all day playing it. So I'm a big fan of Halo multiplayer, big fan of Halo multiplayer, and it's something that I'm very excited for. With it being free as well means there's going to be a lot more people playing it, and it gets me really excited, and hopefully it'll bring some new people in. So yeah, I'm excited to watch this and learn more about the Halo Infinite multiplayer. So yeah, let's just shut up and get right into it, shall we? Let's pop this up and have a quick cheeky peek. Hell yes. Let's do this, Halo. Actually, before we get into it, let me just talk about my hopes with the Halo multiplayer. I hope it's got a lot of replayability. The big thing that always did me over when I was playing Halo on my own when I grew a little bit older was replayability. Like, I didn't feel like the need to go and unlock things or achieve things. It was just a case of going on and having fun, which isn't a bad thing either. But I want that little bit of a progression system just to kind of draw me in a little bit more, you know? I think it's already been said, but I want customization like crazy. I think that's really important in a Halo multiplayer game. Like, making you feel like you're your own Spartan, I think is really important. So that's another thing. I don't think they're doing any Battle Royale or anything like that. So I'm not worried about that. I think season passes, they're doing season passes, I'm pretty sure. I'd like to see how they're going to do that and how they're going to make it different to other things like, you know, Warzone, which I don't think does season pass right. There's just something off about it. So yeah, I'm excited to kind of see more about that, to be honest with you. And the maps. I want to see the maps. Oh, hell yes.
Just the feeling of, like, being in a firefight and hearing the click of the gun, throwing it down, grabbing one off the wall.
My gunner's upside down and he's like laying in. I see kill assist, kill assist, kill assist.
Hell.
Any pistol across any of the games. Whatever gun allows me to feel the most like John Wick.
Yes.
Remember how excited I was with like this big combat with vehicles going all over the place.
Yeah,
Halo
this is so
means
hyped.
Something here for everyone, right? I think that's what makes Halo great.
Oh, look at that snipes. Wait. Oh, look at that armor as well with the camouflage. Oh my days.
Something here for everyone, right? I think that's what makes Halo great.
Oh my days, guys. I'm so hyped. And then the armor looks so slick with the camouflage. Yep. Oh my days. I'm so hyped for this. Halo Infinite multiplayer.
What is Halo multiplayer? And for me, it boils down to this tight arena style combat.
Yep.
And big team battle, this wide open, vehicle infused kind of combat. We're taking that awesome legacy or classic Halo combat experience and modernizing it in ways that'll feel fresh to old players and really exciting to new players. We're going to give you great ways to customize your Spartan.
So before he gets onto the other features, the thing that he says there that he emphasizes is the two different roles of multiplayer, the smaller role and the bigger role of the big team battle. I like both of these setups. In Halo 5, there was a basically like a competition one where it was like 4v4. You shoot, you're out for the round, and it's last person standing. I can't remember what that was called. It was like a very tight-knit, very esports-esque. I loved that. I thought it was fantastic. The thing with with Halo 5 multiplayer is I didn't really like the card system. I thought the card system was kind of frustrating and confusing and seemed a little pointless. So I'm hoping to do something new on top of that and make it a little bit more modern. But I really like the big team battle as well. I thought that was more like casual, but also really fun.
Really make your super soldier your own, and we're kicking off a journey. an experience that's going to evolve month to month, season to season, year after year.
So it's gonna have seasons then.
For me, working through this multiplayer of this game, and the toughest challenge I think was really about how do we respect the legacy of what came before us, but still build something that feels new.
That makes
We've
sense, yeah.
tried to bring all these elements of legacy and really inject them into Halo Infinite, not just like in a way where you kind of won't notice it, where you feel like, oh, they really designed this to be a celebration of previous Halo, as well as an iteration of where Halo can go next.
Yeah. It looks so slick.
The vision of Arena was all about a tight experience. It was all about being fair. It was all about earning everything on the map, earning everything, every kill you get.
Going back to like...
That's the big point. Like these smaller battles, not the big team battles, anything smaller, it usually feels like a really tight match. And I like that about Halo. Like you know exactly what your role is. You know exactly what you've got to do, where to go, where the enemy is. I feel like a lot of other shooter games, it can get very convoluted and kind of messy at times, especially if you're playing like Call of Duty or if you're playing even Battlefield, who's on a bigger scale. It can get kind of messy, and that's not always the best. Sometimes it works. Like in Battlefield, the messiness of a battle works, and I like that about it. But with Halo, it's always been really tight knit. You know exactly what you've got. As soon as you spawn, you know exactly what you've got to do, and I love that about it.
What is the core foundation of what made the great Halo multiplayer arena matches great? Halo, it's really about fair and balanced starts, so everybody's on equal footing when they come off the rip. And then once they start running around, it's about scavenging, it's about finding new toys and
Yep.
developing your playstyle as you run through the match.
Yep.
What makes
Okay.
Halo feel like Halo? I feel like the answer to that question is the Sandbox. Like the Sandbox is Halo.
When we set out to look at Halo Infinite from a high level and the direction of what it is, there's lots of exciting things there because we really wanted to push what are the things that are true to Halo, but what are the things that fans haven't seen yet.
Equipment is
Wow. He just grappled the hammer and brought it to him. That's really cool.
back, but equipment is kind of has a bigger voice than ever before. We ask questions to ourselves of if you could go after a power weapon to get a bunch of kills, would you do that, or could you go and get grapple to make sure that you swing yourself to the other side of a map to back cap a stronghold?
Yeah.
So that's like another avenue of not just skill expression but tactics for teams to coordinate around.
The exciting
Right.
combinatory nature of this toy plus this toy and how those interact with objectives is super amazing.
Looking at how the power-ups play, like your classic power-ups like the overshield and the active camouflage. For this title, what we're looking at, what we're excited for, is you pick that up and you choose when you activate it. It goes into your inventory. If you haven't used it and someone kills you in multiplayer, you drop that overshield and they can use it for themselves. That to me is very legacy, but we took the equipment side of it and modernized it.
It seems like they're really going to expand the tactics in this game, and that's what I really like as well. The fact that they're going to give you more options to win these different battles. Now, I want them to talk about the level design quite a bit, because Halo's known for its really amazing levels, like its verticality and all that lot. I'm hoping to talk about that a little bit as well. But I'm excited to also see some new equipment.
When it comes to the vehicles, we went in and decided to invest a lot in the systems. When I take damage in my Warthog, my wheels can get blown off, my hood can get blown off. There's different aspects of
Interesting.
the vehicle that change
Look at that.
how my vehicle handles now. And that's something that's brand new.
The other thing we added to that is like this doomsday mechanic. So when you hit this threshold, the vehicle catches fire, and it's very much, you've got a certain amount of health or a certain amount of time, and you gotta choose what you want to do with the last minutes of this vehicle.
Yeah, so they took a classic mechanic there, which is the whole, I think maybe GTA first started that, where the vehicle starts on fire and you've basically got a time to get out. I don't mind that. I like the fact that bits of the Warthog's going to slowly like disintegrate as you're getting, shot at. I like that. I don't want it to ruin too much of that feel of Halo vehicles, though, which I don't think it's going to be honest with you.
We've got a cousin to the Warthog, which is the Razorback.
The back has this like multi-storage compartment that you can put a lot of stuff into. So if you want to put like detached turrets, power weapons, fusion coils, objectives, and that is what really making the Razorback kick a lot of butt in MP and campaign.
Yes, I'm about that.
Levels define pace for the game, how frantic it is, and they define that iconic fantasy for players as they're entering that match. What do they want to do?
Right.
What type of experience are they hoping to have? What kind of combat, what kind of dance floor is there available to have that combat in?
I like it. I like it.
For me, BTB is all about experiencing the full extent of the sandbox of Halo in just one match, right? Like you see the vehicles, the weapons, the equipment.
We really wanted to take that kind of concept, those feels you had, you know, playing the previous games, and just turn the volume up. Vehicles are no longer just spawning at bases anymore.
Look at
we have
that.
Pelicans delivering them, and we have a commander in your ear telling you that Pelicans are going to be dropping off these vehicles.
Tank is inbound.
Yes.
Halo
Can we just appreciate how good this game looks? It looks crazy good.
2 style Delta Halo mission weapon pods that fall from the sky to resupply the field.
That's where it makes it feel like a real battlefield, and it's very exciting.
This is not just more players. This is just this certain beautiful slice of sci-fi chaos.
Yeah, it looks stunning, doesn't it? Stunning. Player expression.
The announcer is your big gameplay moments, your game modes, just like the way it was before.
Mm-hmm.
Personal AI is really a reflection and information for the player.
Personal AI. Designation button.
So if a player grabs a flag, your personal AI is going to tell you to, get that thing back to base and give you some like moment-to-moment updates.
I feel like that AI kind of looks a bit out of place. Maybe they should have gone with an actual human face to kind of make it align more with like Cortana and this new AI, so it makes sense in the world. It looks like it doesn't fit in the world of Halo all that well, but I could be wrong. It could end up working really well.
Our team took the enemy flag.
What if we can let players choose their own AI, and each one of those are different voices, so that players can find the one that fits their personality and their mood the best?
Love it.
They add to the sense of like me as a Spartan being more important, and for us in multiplayer, it is really about becoming a Spartan. Your Spartan.
Love
you
it.
Are you inside of the Halo universe?
Absolutely love it.
The customization content that we have on day one ensures that there will be millions of customization combinations for Spartans on the battlefield.
Yes.
That includes things like armor coatings, armor emblems, various armor effects, down to the individual armor pieces. So your shoulders, your gloves, your knee pads, your helmet, your visor, your helmet attachments.
Yes.
You look at weapons, and we've got a whole slew of customization offerings there. Vehicles have a huge pool of customizations too.
God, look at these graphics. Gee, looks so good.
Support customization in the game. Players can do the same thing on HaloWaypoint.com as well as the Halo Waypoint app.
Yeah.
The player also customizes the Spartan, the soldier inside the suit. We want the Spartan to represent the player as much as possible. They can change their body type and their voice, as well as choose prosthetics for the first time.
Oh, that's fantastic. I love that. That is so cool.
Things offer us a unique opportunity to craft some hyper-polished looks and let you express yourselves in ways you've never been able to before.
I love
We're
it.
coming at this from a player-first mentality. So what that means is that there's no random loot in this. There's no loot boxes. It's very important to us that everyone understands exactly how they unlock customization content. And we have a variety of places where they can do that. First off is the Battle Pass.
The Halo Battle Pass will never be taken away from you. And what I mean by that is once you buy it, it's yours and does not expire. In future seasons, you can purchase old Battle Passes as well as the current Battle Pass and choose which Battle Pass to put your progression towards.
That's fantastic. One of the frustrations with me with like Warzone is buying a Battle Pass and not having the time to complete it. So I am all about this. Also, this guy's face right now is hilarious.
All of these rewards are single source, so you're never going to be confused about where things come from. If
Right.
you can unlock something in the Battle Pass, we're not going to let any other players circumvent that by purchasing it out of the storefront.
Okay, perfect. So there's no way of just spending to get in front of it. But this is a free multiplayer, so how are they funding this game?
Our stuff is unlocked through playing the game and only through playing the game.
Perfect.
All customization is just cosmetic.
Every season will have its own theme and introduce new components, new looks, new gameplay for players, new opportunities to earn and collect cool rewards.
Yep.
We've seen the Samurai already. That's one of our event armor cores, and that's going to be something that players can earn through gameplay for free.
Nice. I'm all about it.
With us going free to play for the multiplayer part of the game, like that was a big goal because, you know, how do we have a way we can always bring players in, right? And they can, when we have a new update, they'll just dip their toes in if they even just want to see it.
Yeah, I'm all about it being free. I'm a big fan of that. Really am.
Not only are we free to play, but we're free to play on PC as well as console. And what that means is we're able to get the biggest audience we've ever had. I mean, everybody gets to play with no barriers. And even better, your progression carries from one platform to the next.
That's great.
Getting our game to be on PC and console at the same time is an amazing chance for us to really just kind of excite new players about the game. How can we do things like make cross-play interesting, and like even in just customs, being able to just play with your friends. That like some people have PCs and some people have consoles, and like let them talk to each other, let them be friends.
Yeah, exactly. Academy.
Why are you here?
To be a Spartan.
The Academy is a place that you can go with an MP to kind of onboard into the experience. It's great for newer players who are still picking up the controls, and also people who want to warm up before they head into matchmaking. It's a series of experiences, both a tutorial to get started for the first time, weapon drills to practice with specific items, and
this is great for new players, especially with it being free. This is great.
Also training mode that you can use to just get warm, explore the game as you want to.
For players who are new to Halo, let's help them learn what this universe is about. Some of these characters, what are they about? And help them kind of know the vocabulary that people have been speaking for now almost 20 years, so that when they come in there, they don't feel like they're behind everyone else.
Yeah.
They can kind of come in on an even footing.
I like that, because one thing about like Warzone and big games like Destiny as well is if you're new and you're just getting into it, it's very intimidating. Especially Destiny, like it's so complex now that like it's hard to jump back into it and not feel like, oh my god, I'm so behind everyone now. Like unless I play this weekly for the rest of my life, I'm going to forever be behind, and that's very off-putting. Like very off-putting. So I'm glad that they're kind of tackling that with firstly warming up before games, which is good for everyone, and secondly talking about, like he was just saying then, about like the characters and the lingo in the game. I think that's important.
I mean, I'm super jazzed about bots. I think they're awesome. Our goal with bots has been to have a variety of difficulties that kind of provide a good training partner for wherever you're at in the experience.
Okay.
Partnering with our players on the road to launch and after launch is absolutely critical, right?
And Halo's always been about the community conversation.
We want to make sure we hear our players, make changes where we can based on that feedback, make sure the game is ready for launch, and then even beyond launch.
Yeah.
What I'm genuinely excited about is taking the game out of our hands and putting it into the community's hands. You know, whether it's seeing what people make in Forge or the content that they're able to create with theater, watching streamers go after the game.
Yeah.
To get involved, you go to haloinsider.com, put in your info with your gamer tag, and we should be able to reach out to you if we want to invite you to a Halo Infinite flight.
We feel like we've got a pretty good selection at launch and what's going to be there for our fans.
Do you guys think I should do that? Do you think I should sign up?
And this isn't going to be something that is just a static set of items. We have some new stuff in the works already, and just can't wait to really get into that as soon as this game comes out.
New maps, new modes, new ways to customize your Spartan. Launch is just the beginning. Now we're just going to be able to talk, interact more frequently, and that's just going to be great. That is the future of Halo Infinite multiplayer.
Thank you to the community for all their feedback over the years so far, and I'm looking forward to the road to launch, launch itself, and beyond.
I'm so hyped. This looks incredible. Yes! I feel like between this and Battlefield 2042, I'm all set for gaming. I'm all set. I'm happy now. I don't have to worry about anything else. Holiday 2021. Give us a date. Give us an actual date. I want to know. I want to know. Fantastic. What a great video. I hope they put more videos out like that. I might sign up to that Xbox Halo Insider type thing as well, because I definitely want to get some of that footage for you guys and also play it myself. I really want to play it myself. But my days, that looks fantastic. I like the fact that the battle pass doesn't expire. That's so good. Like, I didn't expect that. There's quite a few little bits and bobs in there that I really enjoy. What I'm going to do, though, is I feel like I'm going to be covering more of Halo Infinite, just like I'm doing with Battlefield 2042. I'm going to be covering more of it as we go along to the launch, all right, guys? And obviously, during the release, I'll play a bunch of it as well. So for now, that was amazing. Members, you're amazing. I love you. I couldn't make these videos every single day if it wasn't for you guys, so thank you for supporting the channel as much as you do. I truly, truly appreciate it. Also, guys, I want ideas for my background. Should I put Halo background on there? Should I just keep it as it is? Let me know in the comments. Links down below to all of my social stuff, including my 2 links to my 2 other channels. We've got OriginalHuman Geek, where we play D&D and a bunch of other fun stuff. And then OriginalAdventures, where me and my wife are converting a US school bus and traveling the United States. So definitely go and check that out. Until next time, guys, I love you all. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.